What if I told you that every guitar legend, from Hendrix to Clapton, was using the same hidden pattern without even knowing it? In the next 60 seconds, I'm going to show you this pattern that music schools don't teach, and why it's the reason some guitarists can improvise effortlessly while others struggle for decades.
If you're a guitar player and you're trying to learn music theory so you can sound good, stop right now because you're wasting your time. I'm going to show you how to skip theory and unlock the guitar neck forever, where you can play freely across the fretboard without having to think about it, all in about 1 hour. Yes, even if that sounds too good to be true right now. But first, look at this post I found online. A person asked if you have to match the scale with the chord being played when soloing. And now I want you to listen closely to this answer. A guy from the famous Berklee College of Music responded and said, "Welcome to my post-Berklee stress disorder." He said you can brain screw this thing to death, but the fact is many, if not most, of the greatest guitar masters of history had no formal training, nor some magical ability to know what scales to play over which chords. They didn't know Cage, and they didn't study the masters that came before them. And then he goes on to use Stevie Ray Vaughan as an example. Now, I can't tell you how many music school graduates and folks that study the death out of theory wish they could go back and unlearn it and do it the easy way. You see, since there's an overwhelming amount of videos and information out there today, guitar players are fooled into thinking that if you just keep learning, if you just keep practicing, then one day it's all just going to magically come together and you'll finally be able to play freely. But they are dead wrong, because it doesn't work that way. And that's why you need to stop chasing the theory fantasy before you run out of time. Here's what you should do instead. You see, the problem for most guitar players is that they learn lots of little bits and pieces like parts of songs, the Cage system, or pentatonic scales, but they can't connect it all together and play freely. Now, the reason has nothing to do with whether or not you have natural talent or what size your fingers are or even what your age is. It's because all those little pieces of the puzzle don't show you the big picture, which reveals the why behind what you're doing. Here's what does. When you take all the scales and all the theory out there and you connect it all together, it forms one easy to remember pattern that repeats all across the guitar neck just like a piano. Now, the reason this pattern lets you play freely in any key is because it contains all the right notes, which is why you can play by feel instead of having to think about it. And the reason you can use this same pattern to play anywhere on the guitar neck is because all of the right notes are in the pattern and they repeat everywhere up and down the neck. If that sounds too good to be true, I don't blame you because I struggled for years, but I don't know what to tell you at this point, because this pattern has already connected the dots and opened up a whole new world for over 125,000 guitar players and counting. Like Dave, who said, "My wife walked in on me playing and thought I was listening to a song and couldn't believe it was me playing." You said this is a simple way of learning up and down the fretboard? You are 100% right. And Glenn, who said, "I'm 54 and never thought I'd be here playing the way I am. I literally had tears of joy while playing." And Scott, who said, "This really works and now makes me connect many of the dots I never could connect." You've opened up a whole new world in guitar for me. If you want to learn more about how this pattern works, I made a free training video that you can watch right now on the next page. Just click the link on this video and you can watch the whole thing right now. Now, when you watch the training and follow the steps on the next page, you'll finally know the why behind what you're doing. You'll see how the pros make it look so easy and how to do it yourself, and you'll be able to pick up your guitar and play in any key without thinking. That said, the video will come down at some point, so you need to go watch it before it's gone. Just click the link you see on this video right now, then go watch the training on the next page.